Yes. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Welcome to EduSkills. Just type in where are you from and a smiley emoji, smiles. I love OET, patience, consistency. Yes. And that YouTube classroom, I can't see as I am sharing a screen and going live. I can't see your comments in the Zoom's comment space. Okay. So use the YouTube comment space. I can't see the comments in the Zoom, for which I'll have to go back and see. I'll not be able to do that. So you can comment in the YouTube comment space. In the same instrument, you can keep both signed in, connected, or you can have a spare instrument where you connect easily so that you can look at the PPT in one instrument, other instrument you can interact, but then keep one muted, that's all. Yes, we are waiting 1 or 2 minutes for others to join. We have a power failure. Hope it will be all right. Yes. Type in where are you from? I love OET, that's great. Ruxana, thank you. 100% love. Yes, I love OET, patience, consistency. Where are you from? Just you can type in where are you from. Evening, Shali, yes. Samya K. Mohan, yes. Good evening, welcome. Rahul, yes. Please, showing waiting. Benjamin, where are you saying showing waiting? Do you mean Zoom? Zoom is for those who have booked their slots in advance. We usually publish a week in advance. You can comment in the comment space that you would like to join Zoom. Yes.
We waited until 4:10, Father. So after that, we made a list and we allowed them.
No, after noon, after 12 mentors hour, 1 o'clock, after 1 o'clock, no consideration. Only on the day of 1 o'clock, the allotments will be taken. After that, no allotments, Zoom allotments.
Okay, Father.
It's cool. Those who are serious will type in. I have a power failure. I don't know how far it will go. Yes. You can all share in the link to your contacts, to groups, wherever you can. Invite people so that let everybody join. Maximum people benefit from our struggles. Yes. Junior Savita is very serious about studies. Yes. Come on, good evening, Benjamin Anthony. I booked further. Yes, if you booked in advance, definitely you would have been admitted. Okay. You can also do one thing. Sometimes you can inform them at your batch that I have booked the slot at the YouTube comment space. So you can send a reminder as well. Benjamin admin, he says he has booked. I don't know whether in advance. I did that twice. You can admit a Benjamin Anthony if he is in the waiting room. Yes, Jisha Geo. Yes, I love OET from UK. Tripura, Agartala, Mosu. Yes, welcome. Mikhail from UK. Type in I love OET. Let's fall in love with OET. Smile, emoji, hearts. Let's fill in with some positive vibe. If your prayers are strong, power will reappear. Otherwise, my backup will fail in a couple of minutes. Then we'll go out. Okay. Even if it is disconnected, you can wait for a couple of minutes. If the power comes, I will connect again. As of now, I have very little backup. Yes. Yes, at YouTube comment space, you heard me. There's a power issue here. As of now, I'm working on backup. If backup fails, we will be disconnected. I'll try to get back again if the power comes back.
Okay.
Say yes, yeah, at YouTube comment space. If you heard me, say yes. Yeah. On type in where are you from, so that is some idea we have. Yes. Adeline, yes. Yeah. I have a very small backup, which won't take me more than 10 minutes. Come on. Yes, you have 1 or 2 minutes. You can grab some snacks, some juice, some notebook, pen, and also share the link to maximum people within these 2 minutes. Let's invite everyone. Just type in if you have shared the link. Okay. Yes, further ready. Did you share the link from Ireland? And you are welcome. Yes. You have your groups, contacts where you can share in and invite them.
Been around in the music industry even before Shayu. I've been with Alariwo of Africa.
Moisa, please mute Moisa. Don't unmute your audio when you have distractions over there. Okay. Now there is no sufficient power. You have to smile so that there is some light. Okay. On YouTube, people can see. Okay, let's have a minute silent prayer. Moisa, Varsha, automatically will be moved out of Zoom, okay, if you don't unmute your video. Varsha is not here, I believe. Yes. Yeah. Okay, welcome to EduSkills. Once again, our mission is to make you fall in love with OET. If you're watching this on YouTube, kindly consider subscribing the channel. Give us a thumbs up if you like our work and share to your contacts so that we reach out to maximum number of OET aspirants. And all the trainings, teachings, sessions, live sessions, materials, unlimited, everything is free of cost at the EduSkills OET. We don't charge for any of these things. So don't worry about the fee. There are many people asking what is the fees, what is the amount, how does it cost each module? It doesn't cost anything for you. Only thing, it's all done by health professionals, for the health professionals, by the health professionals. So it's cool. And today we'll be looking into reading part C, the beautiful segment. We will try to understand that and let me know if you can see the screen at YouTube. Yes. It takes a couple of seconds to reach the YouTube live. Can you see my screen and audible?
Yes,
Just,
Father.
At YouTube, please respond. Yes, okay. OET reading skills, the beautiful segment, listening part C, key skills, okay? And today we'll be looking into certain things like question analysis approach, Okay, structure analysis approach, summarizing approach, ignore the unnecessary details, ignore the dependent clause in a complex sentence translation approach. Okay, there is no much difference between part B and C. There are some differences, I'll let you know, but these are the simple approaches whereby we make it very easy. Okay, let's take text. This is Alchemist from a new angle. The first question which I found immediately, I thought of applying these approaches. Question 15, para 1. Okay, now can somebody read this at the Zoom?
In the first paragraph, it suggested that Dr. Longo feels option A, annoyed that certain Alzheimer's treatments are not approved for human use. B, concerned that the Alzheimer's drug LM11A31 may prove ineffective. C, surprised that so little is still known about what causes Alzheimer's. D, frustrated by the lack of progress towards treating Alzheimer's.
Okay, that's enough. And we are just concerned about the question. Question is the most important aspect. And will you be able to find out what is important in this question? The hedging words. There were many who were asking, what are the hedging words? How to identify the hedging words? I have been explaining it several times. Today, again, I will be explaining. So anyone, you can type in what are the hedging words in the question stem. The first line is known as the question stem. In YouTube, just type in what are the main words. Hedging words, HEDGING words means keywords, main words, important words, words or phrases. So which is the important word here? At YouTube comment
First
space,
paragraph.
type in.
Dr.
Yeah, first, yeah. For beginners, first paragraph is important, others know it. Means you have to number the paragraphs. As soon as you get the material, first business is to number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the paragraph number, so that immediately when the question refers to first or third or fourth, immediately you can swoop to that particular paragraph without searching. Okay, it is then?
Dr. Longo feels.
Yeah, Longo. That is called name is important. Yeah, then feels. Feels also is important. I'll let you know why that is important. Yes. Now coming to the answer options, answer A. What are the important words here? You have a lot of things.
Annoyed.
Okay, annoyed. Right. Yes.
Certain Alzheimer's.
Certain Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is a common topic, no? The heading of the whole reading. So you need not highlight that. That will happen all over.
Not approved.
Okay. What is not approved?
For human
Treatment.
What is not
Treatments
approved?
are-
Yeah,
treatments are-
treatments not approved. So treatment is important. Okay, we have seen in part B 2 types of hedging words. Today we will see 3 types. You can have 1 type, 2 types, or 3 types, even more. So longer the answer options is easier for you to understand or identify the answer. Second one?
Concerned.
Concerned is concerned. Then?
Drug may prove ineffective.
Oh. Can you see me?
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
But I am not able to use it. Power failed. My screen is not working. Some or other you can discuss something. We'll wait for the power to reach, because if there is no power, my even net will be disconnected. Let's check. Can you hear me?
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Just let's discuss something. If you have some clarifications, we'll wait for the power for a couple of minutes. Yeah. Anybody even enter YouTube space? If you have comment space, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. We'll answer those things, then we'll come back to this reading. Yes, ineffective, yes. Typing in. Come on. Any, were there
Yeah.
some concerns
Yes, Father.
collected?
Yes,
Were
Father.
there
One
some?
person asked, Father, please show us thesis statement and topic sentence connection.
I explained it last time.
Yes, Father.
Yeah. Again, thesis statement, we don't require much in your OET, but in TOEFL, IELTS, thesis statement is very important when you write your essay, one of the most important aspects. And topic sentence, I have been explaining in every session what is from the topic sentence, what's the importance of topic sentence. And today's session will be useful for both all OET, IELTS, TOEFL, PT, for everybody, because these approaches are common for all the reading in the competitive exams. Anyway, irrespective of the exams, it's going to be important. So thesis statement is the summary of the whole article or essay. For example, they have about Alzheimer's, maybe 6 paragraphs, 8 paragraphs, one article. So the gist or the summary of the whole approach or the article will be presented in the thesis statement, normally at the end of the introduction. This is known as the thesis statement. Thesis means the whole article statement. What is being what is the approach and what is being presented in the article or thesis or essay or whatever. And topic sentence, normally the first sentence or the second sentence, there are 4 approaches, but as of now, we can just go for the first sentence. Normally is the topic sentence, which means it is the topic of the paragraph. And that sentence will be explained in the paragraph, throughout the paragraph. There will be a controlling idea in the topic sentence. Topic will be very vast, but the controlling idea will narrow down the whole topic.
Hello, Father.
Yes.
Is Joy. I have a question.
Yes, please.
I wanted to ask, are there particular questions when you see from the question you will know it is a gist-based question, opinion-based question?
Okay.
Are there key things that you can identify the types of questions so that you will know where answers could be?
There are indications. That's why I said you should be able to do the analysis of the question. As of now, what we read, Dr. Longo feels. There's the hedging word. So it is a emotion-based question. They are asking what is his feeling. You have to read for his emotions in the paragraph. Is he annoyed? Is he concerned? Is he surprised? Or is he frustrated? So that word, Dr. Longo feels, tells you it's an emotion-based question, and you have to focus when you read on the emotion of the writer. What does he feel? Is he surprised? Is he annoyed? Is he concerned? Is he frustrated? So, okay, the power is back.
Okay.
Thank God.
Okay, Father.
Okay, so that it happens naturally as it goes on. You will understand. So here you have Dr. Longo feels. You are able to see me, right? Yes, God is great, so power is back. Hope it will not fail again.
Yes, Father.
Yes.
We can.
So annoyed drug LM11A31. Then?
May prove ineffective.
Okay, with this. Okay, let's take shot. Oh my. Some command issues are ineffective. Yes. Ineffective. This will make green. Yes. Next one.
Surprised.
Surprised.
Yes, surprised. Yellow. I'm putting 3 different colors. Why? I'll tell you why. That so little is known about what causes Alzheimer's. Yes. That is important.
Little is
Causes. Cause is important, right?
okay.
What causes? That's one of the questions. What causes Alzheimer's? Then again frustrated. Again treating. Treating Alzheimer's. Green. Okay, drug, LMLA, green, and lack of progress. What color? Yes,
Green.
how beautiful it is. Yes, 3 colors. So let's check how it works. Okay, coming back to hedging words. We have this. Okay, question analysis approach, or this is a tip. Identify the hedging words or keywords in the question stem and answer options. That's the primary thing. Unless you do that, you are not going to locate the answer easily. It will frustrate you. Spend more time on the questions than on the text. Okay, so question, hedging words or the keywords. Concern was this. Repeatedly, there's a concern how to identify hedging words. Again, I am repeating it in C part, hedging words, keywords. It can be concept-based keywords or differentiating keywords, emotion-based keywords. Okay, normally we are best either you can think of concept-based or differentiating or emotion-based. This one has the one extra, emotion-based. So what happens? You can just go and find out. It doesn't mean you have to find all the hedging words. Whatever is, for example, here emotion is important, right? What Dr. Longo feels is the question stem. So emotion-based question words will be important. Then on what? Hedging words, question stem, concept, name, answer options, concept-based hedging words, differentiating hedging words. Now let me could you just tell me, there are 3 types we have seen this, where it comes, whether it is a concept or differentiating or feelings. First, let's take feelings. What are the feeling words?
Annoyed,
This. Okay. Oh,
frustrated,
sorry. Sorry. One second. Let me go back. Yes. Here. Yes. Yeah. Annoyed. Yes. Then
Surprised,
frustrated.
frustrated,
Frustrated. Yes. Then
surprised,
surprised. Okay. Surprised.
concerned,
Then
Concern.
confirmed,
concerned. Okay. These are the emotions, feelings. Okay, words called emotion-based words, feelings-based words. Author's feeling. They are asking for a feeling. What does he feel? Now, what are the concepts?
drug,
What are the concepts here? See, just like part A, you have a sequence. I said, no, treatment, diagnosis, treatment, management, complication. Here you have
cause,
treatments,
lack of progress,
then causes. Okay, cause.
causes,
Yeah, cause and treatment. Then differentiating ones. One is not approved for treatment. In the treatment, there are 3 options. 3 options give the concept word treatment. So one is not approved for human use.
Human use.
Then,
lack of progress,
yeah, lack of progress. Then,
drug LM, little is still known,
Little is still known.
yes,
Little is still known.
Little is known. Okay. These are the, anything else?
drug,
Hmm.
drug LM,
That's actually equivalent of
treatment,
treatment. Treatment and drug, it can be considered as one concept. There are 2 concepts. Yeah, this one is a concept here. Drug LMLA has to go with the concept. That also means treatment. Is that clear? So these are known as hedging words or keywords. Now, normally in the hospital setting, what is the feeling that patient's party will have?
Concern,
Normally, in
father.
general.
Concern.
Concerned, okay. Then you have to see why and why. For example, are they concerned because it is ineffective, medical treatment is ineffective, or are they surprised the treatment is ineffective, or are they frustrated, no improvement? We are here more than 2 months now in the hospital. We don't see any improvement, then it will be frustration. So you know what is to look for in the paragraph. Okay, you have clarity about what is to be looked for in the paragraph. Let's check. Okay. Now, answer options: concept-based hedging words, differentiating hedging words, emotion-based hedging words. What does the paragraph speak about treatment? Now, in the option, three options, you have treatment, drug, LM11A31, then treating Alzheimer's. Three options, the concept is about treatment, one concept is about cause. Okay. So, what does it speak about treatment? What does the paragraph speak about causes? About the causes of Alzheimer's. And what does Dr. Longo feels? His feelings. Now, you know, you have to see only his feelings. And what instigated that feeling? Is it the medication not approved for human use, or ineffective, or there is no progress, or causes are not known? That's it. So what does the paragraph speak about treatment? It speaks about treatments are not approved for human use, and drug LM11A31 may prove ineffective. The three things spoken about in the options about the treatment. Okay, these are the differentiating things. Treatment is the concept. It differentiates. Either it is not approved, ineffective, or there is no progress. And now the third option C, or the option C, what does the paragraph speak about the causes of Alzheimer's? Okay, then what does the paragraph speaks about the emotions or feelings? See, annoyed, concerned, surprised, frustrated. This is how we do the analysis of the question statement, the stem as well as the options. Now, what does Dr. Longo feels? That's what you have to look for. And you know, here I've just given it to save time because you know all these strategies. Now, what is it important here? Now, first part, as chairman of the Department of Neurology and Neurological Sciences at Standard University School of Medicine, I have striked it out. Why is that?
Subject complements.
Subject complement.
Yeah, these are the unnecessary details or compliments of Dr. Longo, whether he is working in Stanford University or Harvard University or Bangalore University or Mangalore University. We are not bothered. Okay, we are just bothered what he feels. Where he works is not our concern. Let him work anywhere. Just ignore those compliments, unnecessary compliments. Okay, as a wonderful lady, nice nurse, and a good wife, and a good mother, Savita feels. Don't worry about the other things. What she feels is important for us, because the question says, what does Dr. Frank Longo knows or feels? Now you say Dr. Frank Longo knows how destructive Alzheimer's can be. So what is the tone of that? That is a topic sentence. What is the tone? Is it annoyed, concerned, surprised, or frustrated? The tone of the when there is COVID, when there was COVID-19, and you know how destructive COVID-19 was. Were you concerned or annoyed or surprised? Oh, destructive. Are you surprised? When you get a good gift, you get surprised, right? Okay, so are you surprised, frustrated when you think of COVID-19? Were you frustrated or surprised or concerned or annoyed? In general sense. Tone is frustrated, exactly. Tone is Dr. Frank Longo knows how destructive Alzheimer's can be. How horrible, how destructive. So the tone is frustration in the very first topic sentence. Let's see how they develop it. The disease was discovered in, now we don't require these details because we are concerned about his feeling and not about the disease. Not about the disease. We are concerned about Dr. Longo's feelings. But despite more than a century of research, including the testing of all those are again compliments or unnecessary details we don't require. Okay, despite more than a century of research, there are still no real treatments. What is the tone of this sentence? Despite more than a century of research, struggling so much, spending crores of rupees, again frustration. Again, frustration. No? Again, frustration. We struggled so much. I tried to pass my OET since 2 years. I'm struggling. And I tried so many things. I spent so much money and I could not. So you're frustrated, right? So simple, the tone, just understand the tone. As Longo says, we have cured Alzheimer's in mice many times. Why can't we move the success to people? In animals, it is possible. Why can't we move it to human beings and save their lives? Again, frustration.
Frustration.
Again, frustration. Now, he is referring to numerous promising components. All those are about animals. They are about testing the animals. Doesn't speak anything about Longo's feelings. Dr. Longo's feelings. So we are asked, that's why I said hedging words are important. However, if ongoing trials continue to go the way he hopes, his new drug called LM11A31 could be a critical part of finally making that happen. So what is the option? Answer option is frustration. Frustrated by the lack of progress towards treating Alzheimer's. We could treat animals. We have done lots of research for hundreds of years, but we haven't reached anywhere. Lack of progress. And here, what they say, second option is just opposite to what the last line says.
Yes,
What is it? Yeah, he says only hope is LM11A31 could be critical part of finally making that happen. Means treatment happen. But B option says he is concerned that the Alzheimer's drug LM11A31 may prove ineffective. He says it is going to be effective. This is the only hope we have, the last hope. Okay, this is what we call, we understand the gist. Emotions. And once you're competent, you need to read only the topic sentence. You know, what is he? Is he hopeful? Is he frustrated? Is he annoyed? Is he concerned, or is he surprised? Okay, reading for emotions. Let's check some more things. See how small it becomes when you ignore the unnecessary things. Okay. Now you see, ignore subject complements or irrelevant things. Just ignore it. Don't read it at all. Second, complex sentence, focus on independent clause. See, this is a complex sentence. Despite more than a century of research, comma, including the testing of over 200 new drugs in the past 2 decades, comma, there are still not real treatments. First two, whatever happens between first two commas, that is dependent clause. If this you have to use in your writing as well, writing letter. You have to write complex sentences. So when you write dependent clause means it has no meaning in itself, despite more than a century of research. It doesn't give full meaning. Okay, so this, despite more than a century of research, including the testing of over 200 new drugs in the past 2 decades, comma, those two things are not important. That is called those are the two dependent clauses. There are still no real treatment is the independent clause. So always when there is a complex sentence, you need to read only the independent clause. It can happen in the first part or second part. Normally, your OET has usually dependent clause first, then independent clause. So here also what you can do, you can just ignore these things, whatever I have darkened. From here, there are still no real treatment is the idea that you require. So whenever there is a long complex sentence, focus on independent clause. That will give you the idea. There are still no real treatments means frustration. Okay. Now, independent clause versus answer option is annoyed that certain Alzheimer's treatments are not approved for human use. Okay. That is not given, actually. They haven't said whether it is. There are no treatments, they said, but they have not mentioned it is not approved for human use. Now, there are still no real treatments versus option A. Treatments are not approved for human use. They are not same. There are no treatments. So how to approve? Okay. Only when the research brings in some result and treatment, then you can approve it. Okay. Now, last one, text drug LM11A31 could be if effective versus answer option B. Concerned that the Alzheimer's drug LM11A31 may prove ineffective is opposite of what is given in the text. The opposite of what is given in the text. Okay. B says drug LM11A31 may prove ineffective, but text says it's going to prove effective. The only thing that we have hope is that structure analysis approach, most important information, supporting details, and general information. Okay, this is important for your IELTS, TOEFL, PT, any competitive exams. See, structure analysis this way, most important information in the beginning, topic sentence. That is known as topic sentence. Then you have important. First is most important information. That's what you have to understand. You will be able to identify most of the answers from that. Second one, important information, means supporting sentence, supports the topic sentence, explains the topic sentence. Then less important, that is developing sentence. Some examples of illustrations given about the topic sentence. And optional, conclusion is optional. Normally in OET you don't have conclusion, but in IELTS and TOEFL you must have conclusion. And least important information, that is step forward. You will see next, the 70th question is concerned connected to the last word, last sentence. Okay, that is called also a link. We'll look into it, how beautiful it is. This is the structure analysis approach. Okay. Now you see here, topic sentence based approach, destructive. Topic sentence based approach, if you have, it says destructive means frustrated. Okay. Then you have supporting sentence, why destructive? It says why destructive? Because there are no real treatments. Okay. Topic sentence says it's very destructive. Alzheimer's is terribly destructive. The question is why? Because there are not real treatments. If there is treatment, it will not be so destructive. It will not kill people. Okay. And developing sentence. DS means developing sentence, successful in animal but not in humans. Example is given. Some illustration is given. In animals, it is successful, but in humans, it is not successful. So when your family member is taken to the hospital, doctor will say, you bring your dog, if it has Alzheimer's, I will treat it, or cat. Will you be happy? No, he will be frustrated. So again, frustration. And the last one, conclusion, only hope. LM11A31 could prove effective. Okay, the beauty of the structure. Now, another approach of structure, peel approach, we call it. Already we have videos on this, and this is typically important for your OET, IELTS, TOEFL, PT, all the exams. Peel approach. What is peel approach? Now you see, first P, the point. What is the point? Dr. Longo knows how destructive Alzheimer's can be. Then explanation, the supporting sentence, same thing. Topic sentence is the point, main point. Explanation, E, means there are no real treatments. Explanation is given. Then you have again E. What is it? Again E, evidence. Why can't we move that success to people? Means we have done it with animals. Some evidence is given. Animals, it is effective in animals. Why can't we move it to human beings? So again, you are giving evidence. Then you have link. Okay, link is LM11A31 could be a critical part of finally making that happen. Now this is the connection, and you will have one answer connected to this in the next questions. So sometimes I heard people saying there is no link between questions in part C. You have a link because this is a single article. Okay, this reading will take you forward. The previous paragraph reading will help you in the next answering as well. So see the connection, link. Okay, so point is destructive. Explanation is there are no real treatments. Evidence is successful in animal but not in humans. And only hope is LM11A31. See beauty of it. It's peeling the banana or peeling the paragraph and understanding how tasty it is, how nice it is. Enjoy it. Okay, fall in love with peeling. Cool. Yes. Now let's check. Now you see, ignore subject compliments. As chairman of the Department of Neurology and Neurological Sciences at Stanford University School of Medicine is the compliments about Dr. Frank Longo. We are not asked how many degrees he has or where he is teaching. We are not asked in the question. You are asked what, in the first paragraph, what he feels. Only his feeling we need, not about his qualifications and other things. Okay. Despite more than you see, this again, ignore the dependent clause. Focus on independent clause. These two are, despite more than a century of research and including the testing of over 200 drugs in the past 2 decades, they are dependent clause. They have no meaning in itself, so you can ignore. Okay, then you have again here, ignore the secondary explanation. He is referring to numerous promising compounds that have eliminated the amyloid plaques associated with all these things are not at all important. Can you see me? Oh, sorry. My light. Let me check. Yes, sorry. Yeah, ignore the secondary explanations. Okay, summarizing approach. Already we have done in part B as well. Okay, same thing, summarize it. See, now the whole paragraph is summarized so small. When you take away all those unnecessary details, subject complements and dependent clause and other things, the whole bigger paragraph becomes this way. See, Dr. Frank Longo knows how destructive Alzheimer's can be. Frustration. There are still no real treatments. Frustration. We have cured Alzheimer's in mice many times. Why can't we move that success to people? Frustration. However, if ongoing trials continue to go the way he hopes, his new drug called LM11A31 could be a critical part of final making that happen. That could be the hope for the treatment. So this is called summarizing approach. Try to summarize in your own words. Let there be grammar mistakes, no issue. Only thing, you have to understand the whole concept in the paragraph in your own words. Okay, concept-based approach. What is the concept? Ignore subject complements. Focus on independent clause. Okay, independent clause versus answer option A. There are still no real treatments versus treatments are not approved for human risk. So there it's opposite. Again, text drug LM11A31 could be effective versus answer option B says ineffective. Okay, that is a concept-based approach. How does it work? So reading for emotions, you know. Now already you know what is the emotion, right? So there is not much thing. Easy, within fraction of seconds, you can identify the emotion. You need to identify nothing, only what he feels. You know, he cannot feel surprised. Okay, at the destructive things. Normally, there is no meaning in getting annoyed. Annoyed means another different concept, a different emotion. So let's see the connection for the next one we'll take. 17th one. Question 17, we'll skip one just to see that link connection. See now, here, what is the question? Yeah, what is the important words in the second paragraph? Second paragraph is important for beginners, which tells you you have to number the paragraph as soon as you get the material. First business is to number the paragraph. Don't take it silly. It's very, very important. It's going to save your time. Then what point does the writer make about drug? See, what point he makes about drug? Do you see a connection with the previous one? Already you have a link there in the link
Yes,
last
Father.
portion.
Last sentence.
Yeah. It is option A. It is effective even in the most severe cases. It is a product of previous research into amyloids. It works regardless of the actual cause of the disease. It provides little protection against other neurological conditions. What are the hedging words? Any idea?
Effective, Father.
No, it is effective. Okay, effective.
Most severe cases.
Okay, most severe cases. Okay, we'll make it this color and effective. We will make effective greenish. Then second option.
Product of previous
research.
Product of previous research into amyloids. Product of previous research. Okay. We are speaking about this particular drug. Okay. Okay.
Amyloids.
It works.
Here, amyloid.
Yeah. It works regardless of the actual cause of the disease. Okay. Cause. Actual cause. Then here it provides little protection against other neurological conditions.
Little protection.
Little protection. Do you have something here? Little means what?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
Means what? Means what? Absolute. So what
Zero.
happens?
We can eliminate.
We can eliminate. Then you have only 3 options to search for. Okay. Cool. Now, could somebody read it? I'm not going into detail, okay? One question I have done in detail. Now you have to do all these details as per that guidelines. Yeah, please read.
Yes, Father.
For
Okay.
In the second paragraph, what point does the writer make
No,
about
just go to the text. Yeah, 4
Okay,
decades.
Father. For decades, scientists have focused on trying to get rid of the hallmark features of the Alzheimer's, the sticky protein plaque of amyloid that they have dealt with so well in mice. If they could get rid of that in humans too, the thinking went, they could eliminate the disease, or at least lessen its severity. LM11A31, however, does not directly attack amyloid. We are skeptical about what is actually causing Alzheimer's. Logo says referring to those protein plaques. Most people are working at the edge of the problem, but we are going to right after the core of it. LM11831 is not designed to eliminate every clump of amyloid, but rather to keep brain cells strong, safeguard against neurological onslaughts, whether they are effects of amyloid or other factors involved in Alzheimer's. It is a less orthodox approach, but if it worked, it could be turning point.
Okay. If it works, it could be a turning point.
Turning point.
You see the same message as you have in the first paragraph. Almost same message is there. So, any connection anywhere? Does it speak anything about severe cases? Most severe cases?
No, Father.
No,
No,
it doesn't
Father.
speak anything about most severe cases. They are speaking in general. So that can be eliminated. Then it is a product of previous research into amyloids. Okay, the sticky protein plaques of amyloid that they have dealt with so well in mice. If they could get rid of that in humans too, the thinking when they could eliminate the disease or at least lessen the severity. However, doesn't directly attack, however, it's a contrast word, doesn't directly attack amyloid. Does it speak about the previous product of previous research into amyloids?
No, Father.
No, Father.
Yeah, because scientists are focused on trying to get rid of the hallmark feature of the Alzheimer's. They don't speak about amyloids in the research. Okay, so that can be eliminated. And this is already eliminated. Severe cases is not. And third one is, it works regardless of the actual cause of the disease. See, after, however, doesn't directly attack amyloid. It doesn't directly attack. We are skeptical about what is actually causing Alzheimer's. We don't know what is the cause. We are skeptical. Means we don't know the cause. But Longo says, referring to those protein plaques, most people are working at the edges of the problem, but we are going right after the core of it. Element isn't designated to eliminate every clump of amyloid, but rather to keep brain cells strong, safeguard against neurological onslaught. We don't know the causes, but this LM11A31 is working. It is working irrespective of the causes. We don't know the causes at all, but we know it works. So it says it works regardless of the actual cause of the disease. Yeah, don't get confused. This comes only by practice and competency as you develop the skill. Otherwise, you won't get it. Once you develop the skill, it becomes very easy. And that's what they say. We don't know that. And after the contract, I said contrast word, usually important things will come. There's a contrast word here. Then they are saying, doesn't directly attack amyloid. We are skeptical about what is actually causing Alzheimer's, but it works. This drug works by keeping brain cells strong, safeguarded against neurological onslaughts. Whether they are effects of amyloid, whether amyloid is the cause, or other factors, other causes are involved in Alzheimer's. Again, it says, whatever the cause, amyloid or other causes, it works. So, it works regardless of the actual cause of the disease. Did you get it?
Yes,
Come
Father.
on.
Yes, Father.
Yes. Other one I left because it is on what you call it's a lexical question which we will deal with later. Okay. Coming to this one, with the reference of social networking site, the writer is illustrating. Okay, one sec. Oh, or failed again. You can discuss something. My backup failed. I can't see my screen. I can't see any one of you.
We
Hello.
can see you, Father.
But I can't see. I have nothing here on the screen, only darkness. But you can speak. Come on, even in the YouTube comment if you have some doubts. How do you find? These are randomly I am taking. Okay, I am not selecting any material. Whatever I get when I search, I take it. That's all. But at least the one I have done, you'll have to do each reading, especially beginners will have to do that way. If you have a doubt, you discuss in the group. We'll assist you. Come on,
guys, utilize the time.
So please, can you explain question 17 option D? Why you eliminate little word? Yeah, that is little means nothing, zero. Okay, little means that is absolute. For example, in medical field, nothing is absolute. Everything is relative. One medicine may work for one, the other person same medicine for the same disease may not work. You cannot say all are allergic to some medicine. Can you say that? All human beings are allergic to particular medicine. Then there is not a medicine at all. Right? There's a poison. But some are allergic to. So if the option says all, that is an absolute, the extreme end, that you can eliminate immediately, that will never be the answer. Don't believe me, but from practice you will understand. Then little means there is little water in the well. What's the meaning? There is no water. A little means some water. Little means negative, no water, zero. There are few students in the classroom. What's the meaning?
No students in the classroom.
No students. Few means no, zero. There are a few. If you add that article a few students means some students are there in the. So whenever there is an absolute, the elimination method says that will never be the answer. Never. Okay. Some patients can never be healed. You cannot say that. Can somebody say that?
No,
Maybe today you say that, tomorrow they find out new medicine and they may be healed. So you can't say no, someone will never be healed. So absolute, little is an absolute. Extreme end, all 100%, most maybe 85, 90, 95. Then majority means 50 above. Then you have minority below 50. Then you have a few, some, few. Okay, means zero. Or always and never. Always, sometimes, often, randomly or sparingly. Then last, never. Never and always are extreme ends. They are the absolutes. If that happens in one of the answer options, immediately you can eliminate that particular answer option. Did I make sense?
Yes, Father.
Yeah. And when
Father,
such people ask some questions of this type in the platform, you can send the screenshot and explain those who have attended. Maybe in the previous session, we have explained it twice, right? 2 sessions. Yes, come on.
Father, in
there is a
YouTube.
question.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
what is-
Savita, carry on, carry on.
Okay, Nidin Crystal Kumar is asked how we identify gist type questions, Father, by some keywords like purpose of email in the question, like that.
So the purpose gist means normally the topic sentence will give you the gist of the paragraph. We have seen just now, every sentence means frustration. That is a gist. Okay. What's his feeling? Throughout the paragraph, it was speaking about frustration. No treatments. We can treat animals, not human beings. So it's all frustration. We have struggled a lot. We researched for decades, but we have not succeeded in treating human beings, in treating Alzheimer's. So gist means the main idea or the crux of the text given. Normally, if you understand the topic sentence-based approach, topic will explain the gist. Okay. For example, here it is said, Alzheimer's is terribly destructive. That's the idea. And you have the answer there. Then if you need to understand more the topic sentence concept, you can read the explanations. Why it is destructive, how it is destructive. When you say somebody is bad or good, you have to explain why, right? If you say Father Saleen is very bad, you have to explain why he is so very bad. Because he is teaching free of cost. Secondly, he doesn't scold us. Whatever reasons you have to give why he is very bad or destructive, whatever. So the idea, crux, is in the topic sentence. Whether they are speaking about purpose or gist means gist means the crux or the essence of that text. In general, essence is given in the topic sentence.
One more questions from YouTube, Father.
Yeah.
Rashmi Mehra asking, is it possible to use same method for elimination in listening part PNC?
Definitely. That's what I said when we are practicing reading. We are not just practicing reading, we are practicing reading, listening, speaking, and even writing. I mentioned when you speak about complex sentence, you have to use it very much in your writing module. And even in listening, the listening and reading only difference is that here you read and understand, there you listen and understand. That's the only difference. Rest of the strategies are same. In C part, there you have only 3 options. Here you have 4 options. So it is easier in listening. They are testing your listening skill, but the strategies are same. Okay. And when listening, you part A, you just understand, then that's exactly the speaking module. A health professional speaking to a patient. You are the health professional in speaking, and there is a patient given to you. Exact questions, exact words, exact development, exact structure of listening part A is your speaking subtest. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's
Yes,
why
Father.
at the next stage, when you get learning partners, we don't call them speaking partners, learning partners. When you have to discuss these things every day with your learning partner, over the phone, over video call, over Zoom, or anything. Every day you have to discuss. That's a good path to fluency and competency. When you practice listening part A, take it as a concept for cue card for your speaking and speak about it. You will be the health professional, the other your learning partner will be the patient or patient party, whatever. Is that clear? Kindly watch the video again after the session. Yes, you need to watch it again and again and write down details, understand it. And when your mind is set into that analysis approach, easily you will understand any passage. It takes little time, not easy. See, I have made more than 20 slides, I believe, for the first question, 15th question. It's not easy, it takes time. But I want to convince you that is the way to study. It doesn't matter how much you practice, but how you practice. The quality is important. Quantity is not at all important. If you're doing qualitative practice, you need to practice 4 or 5 materials. That's more than enough to get a grade. But each question in part C or B will take 1 day for you to understand every details of it. But then don't think during exam you are going to do these things. No. Once you are competent about emotion-based questions, somebody is feeling, there are so many questions appearing in that line. Just you have to look for the feelings. Read the topic sentence, understand whether the tone is happy, sad, frustrated, surprised. Cool. That's all you have to need to look into. Within fraction of seconds, you get the idea. But this is the process into that competency. Yes. Hello. Are you all there? Send me some emojis, some other doubts you can ask. This is the best option you have now. You have the time because of the power failure. You can ask your concerns. You can just type in. If we expect.
Yes, Father, we have one more question. In previous paragraph, there is 3 to 4 contrast words. So how can we identify the answer in that type of paragraph?
No, normally the later paragraph, if there are more than one, the latest contrast word will have a clue to the answer. Okay. And here you need not even look into the contrast word because everything speaks same. When you asked about gist, you need not even look into it. But then, if in some other questions, this is not contrast word question, this is emotion-based question. Did you get it? When I speak of contrast word-based question, that means soon after the contrast word, you have the answer. But here also you will have contrast word, definitely. In English, any passage, you can have contrast word. But if you have a confusion between 1 or 2 or 3 contrast words, the latest one will be important, which comes the later portion. Okay. Yes, Father, this is a smart study. Tuksana, thank you. Yeah. The power reappeared. Yes. Any other doubts? Okay, 5:35, right?
Yes, Father. Joy, I have more doubts.
Yes, please.
Can you please explain this concept-based and differentiating keyword again? I'm not too clear about it. This concept-based keywords and differentiating keywords.
Concept-based means, for example, in part A, you remember what was the concept-based sequence definition? Something like that. Then you have diagnosis. Then you have treatment. Then you have management. Then you have compliance. These are the concepts.
Yeah.
Here in the previous one, we have seen 3 options speak about treatments. 1 option speaks about cause. Okay. Those are the 2 concepts. One is 3 options speak about first, second, and fourth. A, B, and D speaks about treatment. Okay. And 1 option speaks about causes.
Yes.
Okay. But then only in the process of getting competency or gaining competency, you require these steps. After that, you don't require this. You know, now he is frustrated about the treatment or the causes. When definitely there are more options in treatments, you know, he must be, when the whole paragraph speaks about treatment, you know, he must be speaking about treatment, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's check where it is.
Yes, Father.
One sec. I can have that paragraph. See here. See treatments, drug LM11A 31 again drug treatment, right? You get treating.
Yes.
And the C option is causes. Now come on, highlight the treatment words connected with treatment. The first part we said, this is like unnecessary detail about Dr. Flango. We don't want to know whether he has married thrice or 4 times. Okay, we are just bothered about what he feels about the treatment. Okay, knows how destructive mechanism. The disease was discovered in, but despite more than a century of research, including the test of new drugs, in the past 2 decades, there are still no treatments. There are no. It is destructive. See, this is Dr. Longo knows how destructive it is. It can be. Then you have again the dependent clause. Despite. See, there is a contrast word, right? So you see a contrast word. What is the contrast word here? But after that, unnecessary things are not required. There are still no treatments. Is frustration. After the contrast word again speaks of frustration. Okay. We have many times, why can't we bring, as long we say skewed Alzheimer's in mice, many times we are not bothered about animals. Why can't we move that success to people? We are not able to treat in people. We are able to treat cats and mice and dogs. but we are not able to see people, frustration. Okay, he is referring to numerous, all these are. What is he referring to? About animals. We are not bothered. Again, you have one more, that's what you are telling, right? One more, contrast word.
Yes.
However,
Uh,
if
however.
ongoing, see, however is a contrast word, but is a contrast word. Now, but also, after but you have frustration. After, however, you have option B.
Yes.
If ongoing trials continue to go the way he hopes, his new drug, LM11A31, could be a critical part of final making it happen, means treatment. That is part, to eliminate this thing, it helps. Okay. So
Yes,
whatever
sir.
is after contrast word, it is important. After first contrast word, you have frustration, the answer. After the second contrast, you have opposite of one of the options. So you can use it for elimination. So whatever comes after contrast word is normally important. It doesn't mean that is the answer, but contrast word based questions, that will be the answer. You'll be dealing with it. Once you understand these types of questions, then it's very easy. As soon as you know, there are so many questions. I could not collect it today because of lack of time, and my tummy is not very good today. There's some food poison, so I could not do anything. Otherwise, I'd have collected the feeling, emotion based, some 10 questions. There are so many, even in the sample materials you can find. So as soon as when you read somebody feels something, you have to search for his feeling. Is he happy, frustrated, sad, worried, tensed? All those things. Is
Okay,
that clear,
Father.
Joy?
Yes, it's clear, Father. The
Yes.
concept is very clear to me now.
Pardon? Sorry. Any other doubts, concerns? Thank you, Father, for well explained. How to identify question types in part B and C, Father. That's what I am explaining, right? We can't explain every question type in a single day, but the hedging words, the direct answer is this: hedging words will tell you what type of question it is. When it is asking about, in part B, about an instrument, about blood pressure monitor, it tells you it's speaking about an instrument. Or when a purpose is asked, that may be the gist-based question. Purpose of something. That will be explained in the whole text. So, it's gist-based question. And normally, the whole hedging word will tell you whether you have to speak. The concept word will tell you whether you have to deal with this concept or that concept. Okay. For example, you don't have causes at all given here, right? Do they speak anything about cause of Alzheimer's? No, they haven't spoken. They haven't spoken anything about causes. So, and no surprise. Surprise cannot be here at all. Okay. Again, that is eliminated. B is opposite. That is eliminated. Then you have only A and C. There you have treatments are not approved for human use. But here they say there are still no real treatments at all. Or if there are no treatments, how can you approve? Okay. If you have no dress, how can you wear? Okay. So first option is opposite of what is given. It's not given at all, whether it is approved or not. There are no treatments at all. So there is no question of approving or, for example, you are asking essay correction. You have not written the essay correction at all. Then how can I correct? Okay. No essay is written. Then the option says essay is not corrected. Is there any connectivity? Nothing. Cool. Any other doubts? I don't want to strain you too much with all the questions. I have prepared so many. But you need to get clarity about each segment. Now, one segment today, maybe question 15 is more than enough for you. The other one, just I wanted to say there is a connection with the previous question. LM11A31. That's why I took 15. 17, question 17. In between, you have a lexical question. Further, can we use the same method of elimination in listening part B and C as well? Definitely. Anywhere, medical profession, I said, whether listen or read or write or anywhere, it's wrong to use absolutes. Because nothing is absolute in a medical profession. All are relative. Okay? If you say all nurses are good, do you agree?
No.
No, because all, it's not all. Majority you can say, most you can say, most of them are good you can say, that is right. But if you say all, in the comment space there will be so many bad words. Okay, so you can't say absolutes anywhere. Absolutes are normally wrong. You can use even in listening. But mind you, the meaning should be absolute. Not all nurses are good means some nurses are bad. Some is not absolute. The word should be there. At the same time, there should not be a negative expression. Not all means some. So be mindful of that. Just seeing all you cannot eliminate. You have to see the meaning of the whole option and statement. How is it? Cool. Any other doubts which I skipped? Watching your videos through YouTube
Father?
was much beneficial and understandable. Thank you, Chandra. Yes. Yes, Joy?
Father?
Yeah.
What about differentiating keywords? Differentiating keywords, you didn't explain it.
Yeah, differentiating means one is the treatment is the concept, whether it is effective, whether it is approved, whether it is useful, all these are differentiating. No treatments, they three things they speak about treatment in first option, second option, and third option. First option says not approved, second option says ineffective, third option says there is no progress. So these are the differentiating concepts. About treatment, you are saying three things. Did you understand? First
Yes,
statement
Father.
says treatments are not approved for human use. Second statement speaks about a treatment, a drug, which is ineffective, it says. Fourth option says there is no progress in treating Alzheimer's. No progress is the differentiating idea. What does differentiate these treatments? Okay?
Okay.
Right.
Yes, Father.
Sometimes it can be the questions some may ask about a singular answer. The concepts answer options will give plural. Immediately, they are wrong. They are asking about a nurse named Shilpa. Then one option may say all nurses are very good. We are not bothered about all nurses. We are all bothered about particular nurse Shilpa. Okay. So singular and plural can be differentiating. Yes. Savita, yes.
There is a question from YouTube, Father. Mrs. Everett. Please, Father, in the situation you have more than two contrast words, please, how can you get the answer?
That's what I simply, if it is a contrast word based question, which we have not done now, that will be normally after the second contrast word. After the second contrast word. Sometimes one paragraph may start with a contrast word in the initial first word itself may be a contrast word. But then second, last, or second, then there are two contrast words, second contrast word is important. What happens after second contrast word will lead you to the answer. Did that make sense? When
Yes,
there are
Father.
two, second one is important. We are worried, we are concerned about the second ones, younger ones, not the old ones. Okay. Any other doubts? In listening B and C, if there are any absolute in the answer options, can be, we have answered already. How to choose the best method to use in 2 minutes in exam. You need not choose any method. Once you are competent, you need not do any method there. This is to gain competency, you are using all these methods. There may be, as soon as you read the question stem, you know what is the answer. Then why should you use the methods? Or when you go through the options immediately, even before going to the text, a good deal of answers, you will find the answer there. Then why should you use a method? You understand? What method of transport you will take from home to hospital? If your hospital is providing you residence, okay, the others are next room is your residence. You need not take any transportation, right? So in the exam, you will be in that position. Good. And don't say it's not possible during the exam. For example, once you're competent, you don't require any of these things. I don't require to explain the answer. I don't require any of these slides. But how many slides I have made? First one, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Yeah, out of introduction to slides, 29 slides I have made. And you want to gain OET without even making anything, right? Yes. This is just to tell you, you need patience. You need to understand. You need to do the analysis. You have to go deep into the paragraphs. It's not for answer. I told you the score is not important at the initial stages. Time is not a factor. Take 1-2 minutes question one day, you spend on it. No problem. But understand, because almost every text is same. There are a couple of types of tests. So as you become competent, you understand one text. Next step, when it comes, instead of Dr. Longo Fields, there will be Dr. Kusuma Fields. That's the only difference. Okay? Doctor will change, but feelings will be one of these feelings. Yeah. Yes. Further, aren't we going to read all the slides? All the slides means? Do you mean all the questions? That will be too heavy, ma. If I teach you different strategies one day, you will not be able to practice. You will not get clarity. Okay? Other texts are for your practice. Already I have highlighted all those things are there. I have how many slides with this text Alchemes? I have 181 slides. Okay. But giving all that at once, when a child is just 3 months old, if you give you all the mandi and the biryani and all those things, there will be problem of digestion. Cool. So far, we have learned from today's session how to find the hedging words like emotion-based differentiator keywords, concept-based structure analysis, approaches by field approach, summarizing approach. Yeah, Ruxana, you are right. Now, the thing is this, sometimes only one word will be there in the option. 4 options, 4 words. So you need not worry about any hedging words in the options. Okay? Sometimes, most of the time, there will be 2 hedging words, concept-based and differentiating. Sometimes only 1 hedging word, sometimes 3 hedging words. More the hedging words, more beneficial for you. Longer the answer options, more easy for you. That will give you details to differentiate. So don't go and search emotion-based hedging words in all other questions. You will not find. Only in the emotion-based questions, you will have that frustration, annoying and concerned and surprised, all those things. But then you will have a concept. Concept means what is the main idea given in one option? A option, B option, C option, D option. What does it speak? Does it speak about treatment? Does it speak about causes? Does it speak about complications? Does it define something? Does it speak about a purpose? Okay. That's it. Anything else?
Hello, Father.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the explanation.
You are most.
I have one more insight about this GIS-based question. This inference question, you said there is deduction and induction. I have not gained competence about inference questions yet. Then comparison-based question, I've not really understood how. So the ones you've taught and gave examples, I work with them and I succeed with those ones.
Yeah. You have videos uploaded on inference. We have given detailed explanation in some sections. And inference means conclusion will be the answer. Deduction. Okay. Answer will be in the conclusion, last part of the paragraph. Okay. Inference. Deduction. Induction is different. Deduction means all nurses are good. So Joy is a nurse. Therefore, Joy is good. Okay. When you say all nurses are good, if the question is about Joy, if Joy is a nurse, you know she is good. So that's what called inference.
Father.
Yes.
What type of question comes in part C?
Pardon? Sorry, not audible.
What type of question comes in part C?
You have multiple types, ma? You have multiple types. We'll be explaining one by one. Today we have seen emotion-based. I did not select it. First one itself also emotion-based question. Now when you get some emotion-based questions, just post it and tell us in your practice. Post it in the platform or batch group and explain.
Thank you.
Welcome. There are contrast word-based questions, gist-based question. Then you have emotion-based questions or inference-based questions. Okay, we'll explain one by one. And when you find some material with these particular emotions, you can post it and say, "See, I have got one more question at that time." There is some there is some disturbance in one instrument in the Zoom class. Please mute.
Father?
Yes. Yeah. Joy, tell me. Yes.
Cause and effect. Where is the focus on the answer? The answer, is it supposed to be on the cause? Is it on the effect or the top? How to arrive at the answer of cause and effect kind of question?
That will be explaining that we need to, for example, if they have asked for an effect, cause will not be the answer, right? Effect will be the answer. Okay. If they are asking for a cause, effect will not be the answer, cause will be the answer. Okay. What causes, when they are asking what causes malaria, you need not bother about effects of malaria. They might speak half of the paragraph about effects of, destructive effects of malaria. But it's irrelevant for you. You are concerned about what causes malaria. Okay? That's how you immediately swoop into that area where it speaks about causes. Rest of the thing you can just ignore whatever they speak about effects.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Welcome. You're welcome. Yes. Anything else? At the YouTube? Come on. Otherwise we'll stop. Okay, I think today it is done with. We'll get back to you with the new schedules. But all depends on your concern, your needs. If you don't express any doubt, any concern, any need in the platforms, there will be less and less classes. I understand that you have seen the videos and learned, okay? So keep rocking. God bless you all. Bye-bye. I can't see you. Personal power. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Father. We are grateful.
Welcome. You're welcome. Yes.